What is visual material? Visual materials cover the whole range of non-text and non-audio materials, everything from original art, prints, photographs, and films. The term visual materials encompasses a wide range of forms including photographs, cinema and video films, paintings, drawings, cartoons, prints, designs, and three-dimensional art such as sculpture and architecture. Some can be categorized as fine art, others as documentary record. Some are unique documents while others are reproducible to a limited or unlimited extent. Examples of the latter include illustrations in books and magazines. Working with visuals. Visual work aims to improve advertisements design or aesthetic appeal and usability. Visual elements give an advertisement unique identity in crowded market. The right visual will complement our material and support the points we want to make. Advertisers do not want to pick images that are just there to fill space but attract the customer's eyes and mind. There are three elements in working with visuals. The first one is selecting visuals. Second, coordinating visuals with copy. And third, laying out on the page. Selecting visuals. Thumb through various business or consumer publications, and from simple cartoon sketches to complicated computer modified pictures, you will get a sense of breadth of visual elements creative director can utilize. Photographs may be shot for a particular ad or licensed from firms offering a large range of current photographs. Art director can employ a wide range of graphics of fine art in addition to the basic picture. This can include cartoons and copies of well-known artworks. This work can be especially developed for an ad as with pictures, or it might be from an existing source. Computing art is an essential source of publicity visuals, both original works and changes to previous pieces of art. Computers now provide full creative control of graphic components for advertising creators. Software programs like Adobe Photoshop and Aldous Gallery Effect, which is known as Adobe Gallery Effects now, enable artists to take radical steps such as transforming a snapshot into something that appears like an aquarelle painting. Coordinating visuals with copy. It is vital to operate together as a single integrated whole according to the design idea of oneness. This coordination entails picking a typeface that is aesthetically suitable with an illustration to ensure that the text and the visuals are not mutually acceptable. The duty of the art director is to harmonize visuals and copies while still seeking to have a creative effect to capture the interest of the reader. It may lead to some striking outcomes by letting your thought run loose when mixing art and typography. Mike Huggs and Bill Westbrook of the agency Martin employ a brilliant mix of typography and picture in an ad for the Mercedes 500 SL. At the top of this page is left a clear space, in the middle a similar sign, and on the right a photograph of the 500 SL. The message is, nothing is 500 SL of course, but the reader needs to engage sufficiently in advertising to connect. The commercial communicates quickly and efficiently, since copying and graphics works together. Laying out the page. The final significant stage before the art director moves into production is laying out the page. Any progressive form of the ad, from a basic outline to something with genuine images and a complete type, is a layout. The advertising might proceed through 4 different stages of the layout process depending on their intricacy. These are the stages of the layout process: thumbnail, rough layout, comprehensive layout, and mechanical. Thumbnail. Most artists begin by making several thumbnail sketches or miniature rough sketches of possible layout. Ordinarily, these rough sketches are 1/8 to 1/4 the size of the final product. The first step in the design process is to generate as many ideas as possible through thumbnail sketches. Thumbnail sketches are small, quick, exploratory sketches. They are the visual proof of the thinking and analyzing process. They don't have to be pretty or refined. Once you have a body of thumbnail sketches on the page, you can pick and choose pieces and parts from them, which, if needed, may be recombined into better thumbnails. A thumbnail sketch offers artists an opportunity to try out a variety of ideas, and later they can select the most promising ones and blow them up to actual size. These are some of the examples of thumbnail. Rough layout. The second step of the design process is to select 2 or 3 of the stronger thumbnails and develop them into roughs. A rough is a half-size or full-size version of an original thumbnail with an eye toward refining the layout, typography, placement, and overall concept. The purpose of working up 2 or 3 roughs is to provide a small group from which you may select the best visual solution to proceed on to step 4, the comprehensive. Some artists make many roughs, others only a few. Some layouts are sent to the printer or to newspapers in very rough form, depending on how much service the media provide. In a rough, headlines are often hastily lettered in and body text indicated only in pencil. Those layouts in more final shape can be used to help all concerned visualize which of several alternatives provide the greatest promise of success. These are some of the examples of a rough layout. Comprehensive layout. A comprehensive, called simply COMS, is the artwork presented to the client or instructor for a review. For design students working on class projects, the COM is often the last stage of the design process. Comprehensive layouts show accurate placements of the headline, art, and copy. Full copy is included at this point. COMs are reviewed by all involved at the ad agency and then taken to the client for approval. Final changes must be requested at this point, and if changes are made, revised COM make the rounds again for final client approval. Once you have completed this process, you are ready to open InDesign and Photoshop and create your layout. At the same time, COMs should be impressive at some degree in that they effectively communicate the basics of the information to any third party who might glance at them. When the finished layout is carried one step further, the comprehensive or COM is the result. If, for example, the illustration is to be a painting or a drawing, the artist will probably be asked to make the final illustration for the comprehensive. The type will be set and a proof of it pasted on the layout. These are some of the examples of the comprehensive layout. And the last one, mechanical. Mechanical is the last layout stage, showing the ad exactly as it will be printed. The mechanical is actually a step beyond layout, but is so closely allied that it is frequently considered as part of the process. Once the client has approved the ad's format and content, the art director begins work on the mechanical. Mechanical layouts are the final design done before the piece goes to print. This is the physical ad that will be reproduced as first step in the printing process, complete with final artwork and typeset copy. The ads used to be produced entirely by hand by mechanical layout artists. This mechanical process is often referred to as the paste up. Currently, this process is done entirely or mostly on computers, where the digital files that is created will be sent to the printer for printing process. These are some of the examples of the mechanical process.